What's up, guys? The Beast NJ here, otherwise known as D Marchese, and this is something a little unorthodox for us here at the Level Up Network. We are doing a vlog, so to speak, or a reaction. I don't know what you want to call it. We didn't really plan it out too much. I just really wanted to talk about this story that I'm about to talk to you guys with. So I figured I'd shoot on and just do kind of a vlog. This will be a thing moving forward. We will have more things like this, so we'll let you know more about that when we know more. But for now, I want to stick to the issue at hand now. Disney Infinity has been canceled. I'm sure you've heard by now. A couple of people have reached out to me asking what I thought. Would I be purchasing future things moving forward? And I've been thinking about it a lot myself, so I did want to come on and just share some of my general thoughts about this entire thing. So first off, super sad. I've been really vocal about my love for Disney Infinity, and I give them glowing comments and reviews anytime I pick up any of their stuff. Everybody knows I'm a big fan. I love the playsets. I love the figures. It's really just a real shame. And from the bottom of my heart, to everyone at Avalanche Studios who has been shut down, good luck, guys. If you ever see this, even good luck. Thank you so much for caring and putting the amount of attention to detail and passion and just love into these characters and franchises that everyone who played the game would expect you to. So as you can see, I'm a big fan. If you take a look at my shelf right here, there's another second shelf. I don't think you can see it too well, but of all my Disney Infinity figures, I love them so much, and you guys really blew me away with the work you did. So my heart goes out to you, and I know you'll land on your feet because there's a lot of talent there at that studio. Maybe you guys will make an Avengers game for me someday. If there's anyone I would trust to do it, it's definitely you guys. So good luck. But yeah, that is another part of the news. So Avalanche Studios has been shut down. That's costing them about 300 jobs. So it really sucks. And now it's easy to point fingers and say, oh, Disney's a bad guy here, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, they're taking almost $150 million bath by cutting Disney Infinity. So that goes to tell me that if they didn't do this now and take that $150 million punch to the face, they would have been looking at a lot more money lost down the road. And just people just weren't buying the figures. People weren't buying the game, I guess. It's, you can't force anyone to buy this stuff. So if you don't support it, this is what happens. And it just came as a real surprise. It came as kind of a blindside because they seem to be thriving. It's known as one of the better Toys to Life games, and a lot of reviewers are really positive when it comes to the game. So it sucks. It really sucks. But obviously they're got to think of their business first, and obviously they were going to lose a lot of money. Otherwise, I doubt they would just be willing to lose $150 million just like that. That's a lot of money, even to someone like Disney. That's a lot of money. So in a statement to GameSpot here, Disney Consumer Products and Interactive Media Chairman Jimmy Pitaro explained some more for the reasoning behind this. And he says, quote, "After a thorough evaluation, we have modified our approach to console gaming and will transition exclusively to a licensing model," he said. So what that means, if you're not familiar with the mumbo jumbo, is they'll no longer be publishing games at Disney. There will be no more Disney published games, period. They will be licensing things out, as people tend to do. Think of Spider-Man to Activision, for example. They will be licensing out their Disney products. There will be Disney games, I'm sure, but they will not be Disney published games. Now, here's what I think is a real shame about that, which I get why they're not, but I think it's a shame because Disney Infinity felt it was the only game, like, and when I'm saying this, I'm thinking of things like Epic Mickey, etc. It was the only game to me that felt like Disney. Now, you could say Kingdom Hearts has some Disney stuff. Kingdom Hearts is awesome, don't get me wrong. Kingdom Hearts feels like Kingdom Hearts, though. Disney Infinity, when you booted the game, the music, the ambiance, the way the characters spoke and acted and moved, and especially when you're in some of the hub worlds, like, it felt like being in Disney World. There was just something real magical, for lack of a better term. I mean, actually, that's the fucking perfect term. There's just something real magical about Disney Infinity, and it just really felt like Disney, and that's because Disney was behind the scenes here. So I would really hate for their future games based on Disney properties to lose that feeling. I'm sure there'll be great games, but I don't know. It just something's going to get lost in translation when it's being licensed to other people. But I get it. It is cool that they're going to be licensing stuff out. You got to get excited about that, because then things like Marvel might be coming to maybe like Lego Dimensions, for example, now, which some people are talking about. So there are cool things that could happen from this, but it is sad. So he went on to say, this shift in strategy means we will cease production of Disney Infinity, where the lack of growth in the Toys to Life market, coupled with high development costs, has created a challenging business model. This means that we will be shutting down Avalanche, our internal studio that developed the game, which I mentioned earlier. That's where the loss of 300 jobs comes into play. This was a difficult decision that we did not take lightly, given the quality of Disney Infinity and its many passionate fans. Now, you might be saying, like, oh, sure, it's Disney Infinity, it's Toys to Life, whatever, nobody really cares. You would be wrong. There is a hardcore, really dedicated, passionate fan base for Disney Infinity that is probably really bummed out right now. And I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore Disney Infinity fan. I loved it though, and I really appreciated what they did, and I was on board. I was totally on board. This was my Toys to Life game of choice. I did not buy Lego Dimensions because I had Disney Infinity, and I was like, cool. I placed my bets on them. I'm going to be with them moving forward, and I did. Look at all the figures I bought and all the games and stuff. So yeah, I love them. I'm maybe not a hardcore fan, but I definitely loved them. So it's super sad. Another thing that I think is really sad about this is Disney Infinity was a great like jumping off point, not just for kids who want to play games, but for kids who want to make games. There's a whole system in this world, in the toy box mode, that teaches you how to, I mean, obviously it's on a much lesser scale, but there's a whole system that teaches you the chain reaction of resources when building mini games and things like that, and designing levels and designing worlds. And it was a really great creative outlet for a younger audience to get their feet wet with, whether it be gaming, period, just getting used to a controller, handling combat, maneuvering around, or building games. So that's really sad, because I think this Disney Infinity 3.0 specifically was just a really excellent jumping off point for any child looking to, just start getting into this kind of stuff. So, and that said, I'm an adult. I'm 26 years old, and I fucking love Disney Infinity. I thought it was so fun. It could be as easy or it could be as complex as you wanted it to be. And with each version, it was getting better and better. From Disney 1.0 to Disney 3.0, man, they were miles ahead. The Star Wars playsets, the combat for them were like insane. Just so good. The John Williams score behind it, like there was so much for adults in this as well. So it's crazy. And the biggest shock is they had just came out with Marvel Battlegrounds Arena, which was they took their characters and from top to bottom remodeled their moves. So you just had these same figures that you had, but with all new skills, all new moves for a 4-player multiplayer, like combat, free play, kind of like arena type of thing. So it seemed that they have a lot of future plans for this, and it seemed like that mode was really well received. Also, they had just announced that while there wasn't going to be a 4.0 version of Disney Infinity, there were going to be playsets monthly coming to support your 3.0 version moving forward. That was to be their model. They were really excited about it. They were like, yeah, moving forward, there's not going to be a new disc. You get to keep your same disc, and we're just going to have new playsets for you and updates and this and that. So after June, there will be no more updates to Disney Infinity. I don't know what that means for the servers, when they will be shut down. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, it just seems like they really didn't see this coming, as they were very excited about their future plans. It really seems like they were getting cut off at the knees here just out of the blue. So it's just a damn shame. Especially they just had so much potential and they were just reaching it in the for those of you who don't understand all the mumbo jumbo, it just sounds like the development costs of the figures, I guess, specifically, because I don't think the discs really would have run them into the ground. I mean, the game looks good. It's, there a lot of the content's, it's not The Last of Us or anything like that. It's not low res, but it's not demanding of your system. So I don't imagine that the production of the actual game itself was really doing it. I think it's the figures, and they're very high quality. Why don't we take a look at some of my favorites here? I have one of the newer ones for you guys. We can check out this right here. Just look at the detail on these things. This is the Hulkbuster figure, so you can really see how in-depth they get. It's even lost some on the camera here, but it's like crazy the amount of care and attention to detail that they put in these things, and I really love these figures so much. And I'll cherish them. I'll have them right here forever. Maybe they'll be collector's items now. I don't know, but it's like, it's crazy to think about that. I was just getting ready to buy the new set. Now it's cut off the knees. I might still, because I love the figures and I love having them, but it's like, who is it supporting now besides myself? I mean, which is cool. I like having stuff, but I got plenty of stuff. I wanted to help support Avalanche because I really believed in what they did, and I really believe in what they can do still. So, yeah, this sucks. Really, really disappointing. Sad news week for the developers. I get it. I don't think Disney is the bad guy here. I think they had to do what's right for their business. And, you know, a silver lining would be maybe we'll get some cool stuff now with Star Wars or Guardians or the Avengers down the line. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure some of those talented folks at Avalanche are going to get picked up. Hopefully all of them do. Really sad day, though. I'm sad to see Disney Infinity go. So that's it. That's my 2 cents on this whole situation. Let me know what you guys think about the whole situation in the comments below. If you like this video, do me a big favor. Just tap the like button. It only takes 2 seconds, and it really helps us out a whole bunch. As always, subscribe to the channel. We would really appreciate it. We're starting over brand new. We're slowly climbing back to where we used to be. We would really appreciate it if you guys subbed and helped us out, get back to our old numbers. So thank you guys so much. Take care. Cherish the games you have. If you make games, work hard. Hopefully this doesn't ever have to happen to you. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. For the Level Up Network, I am D Marchese. I'll see you next time.